So are you sober?
Yes.
Thank you for getting me all those views. Well, this bitch is taking selfies. We're gonna go through our best and worst movies that we saw in the theaters in 2014. Phil, you saw Paranormal Activity: The Marked Ones. Do you
Yes, I did. How you remember that?
Because I remember thinking,
So long ago.
because it was January, I remember thinking, I'm gonna go see this. And then you told me you saw it, and I went, why? What was it about? Like, was it just stupid? Like,
Well, it was horrible. It sucked. It made no sense. Just like from what I heard about the previous ones, like literally jumping dimensions on found footage is ridiculous. Yeah.
jumping dimensions, excuse me?
Okay, the person with the camera didn't do it, but all of a sudden there's one scene. Something happens. He's in his living room. He's not there. All of a sudden, you see the corner of the room start to fucking
Shake?
like bubble out in a way, just
Okay.
like to the sides, and you see an explosion, and he jumps in from another dimension. I'm like, no.
Oh my god. Yeah, that was bad. Next one, Lego Movie.
I
Yay!
thought saw that on a date.
Everything is awesome. I didn't see it
It
until.
was like we were really close to the screen, which bugged me out. But since we were under reclining seats, it was fine.
Mm.
It was a cute movie. I loved it. I enjoyed it. It was really good. I bought the Blu-ray. I played it for some friends and family, and turned it off because they looked at me like, "Why the fuck did you put this on?"
Oh, I enjoyed
Apparently
it.
they didn't understand the stupid humor, and I was just like, "But it's funny because it's stupid." Like,
Yeah, I love the beginning part where Chris Pratt. Well, one, it's Chris Pratt, and two, his character was just like trying to follow these, like, because it's Lego, so he's following directions on what to do. Like, oh, everyone has to sing that song. Everyone wants to get in line. Like, it's funny because it's like talking about. Yeah. Anyway, we loved it. Next one, Anchorman 2. Yeah. It was funny. It was funny, but it got like it got really political at one point, which was fine because they did a good job on it. Where they were talking about how like, they're gonna suddenly start like they were the reason why like news channels start showing like cop chases, car chases and all that stuff because they were like there was nothing to report, so like let's put on this car chase and start assuming things like we shouldn't do that. That's not what we do. That's not what we do. Is like anchor people. They're like, thank you. And they were like, that's fine. And so it's like starts this whole thing, and it was like, it got kind of political about pretty much like pointing the finger at like what Fox News does and all that shit, which was again funny, but it kind of went a little much. Although the big fight scene at the end was ridiculous because like every famous person ever was in it, like fucking Kanye and Will Smith and stuff. It was funny, but I wouldn't say it's up there. It's definitely more of like a rental, like HBO rental, like nothing serious. All right, so Captain America 2: The Winter Soldier.
I saw that in Buffalo.
All right, yeah, because we were gonna see it together, but instead I went to go see it with Paul. I remember that day. I was kind of pissed off because he took a while to show up because he's Paul, and then that's.
Hi, Paul.
I don't think he watches this shit. He's got other things to do, like women, like yeah, of course, Winter Soldier. I love it. It was fun. Bucky's back. Black Widow kicked ass. Nick Fury was an angry black guy. Like it was great. Falcon was awesome. It's a Marvel movie. Of course, I enjoyed it. Fuck it. Like, yay, good one. It's on the top. It's on the top list. For the year.
Good.
Yeah. All right. The Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Oh, I forgot about that one. No, I saw that in Brooklyn.
Okay. Yeah, I saw that in Jersey with my mom. Oh god, being a dick is because it's anything that's filmed in New York. I'm like, oh, that's not there. The place that freaking Gwen Stacy was like, oh, I love that Korean place. I was like, that place is a pizza shop. Shut up. Because it was on like 7th, and I walk past there every day. It's like that's a pizza shop. It's not Korean barbecue. But it's just like when we went to go see the first one, and fucking Spider-Man is on. What train was it? Was it supposed to be like the W or a Q train, but it was obviously like an A train? He was riding. No, it was a C train.
I don't remember.
He was actually riding a C train. But us being New Yorkers, like that's my big thing. Is any movie filmed in New York, I get all nitpicky about it. It's like that episode of Doctor Who where they're in New York and they were like in Times Square, and then they cross the street, and all of a sudden they're in Battery Park, and I was like, ah, Anyway.
Crack in the back of the head kind of got me. I
Oh, yeah.
cried.
Yeah. Well, I had a
Oh my
feeling.
God, why? Like, she was awesome.
I had a feeling it was gonna happen.
Stone, and I like Emma Stone.
Oh no, I love Emma Stone. I had a feeling it was gonna happen. I actually thought it was gonna happen in the first movie because in the comic she got thrown out a window, and while Spider-Man was quipping, like he's like, "Oh, I just broke her back." So then Godzilla. I enjoyed Godzilla.
We didn't see that. Damn, we didn't see a lot of movies like we should have together.
That was with Paul. That was the most enjoyable movie experience because saw that in IMAX 3D, saw it with Paul, and if you ever want to see an action film, go see it with the biggest, loudest black guy you know because it makes it so much more interesting. The entire movie, he's just like making jokes, and it's normally like that stuff kind of is annoying, but it made the movie experience better because he was just kind of like he's like Godzilla's black because he came in, did his job, and then he left. I was like, oh my god.
He took a sleep and then he left. He took a nap. He took a sleep.
He took a sleep. Like, what the hell?
Hey, listen, it was like that day at the hotel. Remember?
What?
Is that a sofa couch?
I don't know. I think it's a
That part
couch.
was. I don't know if it's a couch. You gotta check. Hey, Joe, thank you for going in on that one with me because I would have felt really stupid.
I thought you said sofa bed, so I just replied with you. Like, I don't know if it's a couch or not. Next one is X-Men Days of Future Past.
You can talk about that one. I hated that piece of shit. Everyone looks at me like, oh my god, but it was great. How'd you hate it? I'm like,
I didn't hate it, but it was just like, it was one of those, like, they could have done better. Like I said, like in the review, I just think there was too much Mystique going on, because
and I understand it, but my issue with the whole Mystique thing is that number one, she became too whiny. Number two, she looked mad cheap. It's like, okay.
She went the Rogue route, yeah. It's just like what they did with Rogue in the other series, where, like, she just got really whiny, and it's like, no.
I didn't mind Rogue like that because she was young.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, the Mystique that's supposed she's playing is young, but my thing is, like, how can you be a bitch sometimes and then become whiny as hell? I'm just like, I like Rebecca Romaine's Mystique. She was just a nasty. She didn't give a fuck.
Mm-hmm.
And like even the attitude after First Class when she was like, oh, I'm going with him. That was a cunt move, but you know what? It works for you. Now you're gonna come back and be a crying little like twat.
And I still didn't like the fact that she just like left Havoc there because I wanted more Havoc. Like, fuck's sakes, It's like you knew the movie was gonna be obviously strongly about Xavier and Magneto, and then, obviously Wolverine in there, and then, oh, look, here's Quicksilver. I really didn't expect so much Mystique in it, and again, I was...
The Quicksilver part was, like, the best part of the movie.
Right, because it was fun, and then that was it. And that's all it was. Anyway, next thing is Maleficent.
I was disappointed.
I enjoyed it for what it was, and I found it...
I thought it would be so much better. I really did. And
I enjoyed the makeup and costumes. Like, the thing is, I went to go see this with Glee, and we both kind of knew, like, in the end, like, the true love's kiss was a different thing, while everyone else in the fucking audience was like, what? And we're like, you dumbasses, like, think outside the fucking box.
Exactly. It's just like, it's what she says at the end of the movie. She goes, not all stories are... whatever, like, it's not all truth and whatever, and I do like that. I do like that she wasn't evil,
right?
Whatever, because the story that happened,
right?
But I thought it would be better. I thought it would be way better than it was because once
I thought it'd be darker. You know what I mean?
Yes, exactly. I wanted it to be more like dark and like.
I still love the fact that they were like, oh yeah, we got rid of all the spindle wheel dealy majiggers by throwing it into this huge room. And then
right.
we set them on fire, like, to the point where they were kind of crispy, but still my daughter would go, oh, darn. That part cracked me up. Or when she took off her cape, she had pants on.
Yeah, I kind of like that, though, because they look good on her, but at the same point, I'm just like...
Do you make leather pants back in the day?
To me, my thing was, like, that was so Angelina.
That's the thing.
Point, I'm just like, aren't you hot?
When she ended up with pants on.
That's a lot of material, and it's black, and it looks heavy. It must be very sweaty and yeasty and... yeasty.
When we saw that she had pants on, Glee and I were like, pants? ones in the audience worried about the fact that she had pants on the entire time, while everyone else was bitching about the true love's kiss. We're like, excuse me, do you know what's more important?
Me was that her wings magically got glued back on.
That thing got yeah. I thought she would at least grow them back, but... Alright, the next movie is... The Fault in Our Stars!
Oh my god.
Like... I haven't opened it yet. I haven't opened it
to buy it
because I will probably I'm not in the mood to cry again. You know, and like like in the review, you know, like I feel like if I didn't have read the books prior and had more of a connection between the characters and all that stuff, I probably wouldn't have felt so much like obviously of a connection watching the movie and like the, you know, like tearing up and all that stuff. Because I think if I would have probably seen it just on its own, I'd probably be like, this is stupid, it's teen stuff, yeah, she has cancer, who cares? Like, it would have been one of those, but the fact that I had a connection with it because of the books, it made it more like, and just...
You think so, though? Because I think the story was well done enough to be like...
Well, you know me, I usually don't give a fuck about love stories, so...
Yeah, but it was more than that, though. It wasn't just like a love story like that, it was because she was a cunt, and he loved her, and that's it.
And then definitely the part that made me go, I get you, bitch. Like when she was describing pain, I was like, it like took me to somewhere else, and I was like,
you know, mine got me at the end when she reads the note, and I just lost my shit. I'm like,
that was the quietest you have ever heard an audience. Once the credits hit, you could have fucking probably like sharded.
They should have really played heavy metal at the end.
Right? Just to kind of like, anyway, it's totally cool. No one was bawling crying. Like, when I had to, like, go pee and stuff, there was a chick, like, at the mirror, and her face was red. Red. Like, it hit her hard, you know? But yeah, I still haven't rewatched it. It's just, like, I have the book over there, and... this one I didn't get a chance to see, and I wanted to see it, but it came out the same weekend as The Fault in Our Stars, which was Edge of Tomorrow, the Tom Cruise deja vu thing. It's sci-fi, that's why I wanted to see it. That, you know me, like... But it's not like it's gonna make me sad as I didn't see it. Did you see 22 Jump Street? How was that?
In theaters, I saw it.
Well, you saw it this year.
It was funny. The first one was a little funnier, but it was good. The combination of the two,
Right.
never seemed like it'll work, but it was mad funny though.
That's good.
It was good. Like, I was shocked. I'm like, okay, it's one of those movies that... I also saw Neighbors.
Oh, that's coming.
Not as funny as I expected it to be, especially because I love Zac Efron. And they're like, oh, from the people who did This Is the End. I'm like, I love This Is the End.
And you're like, not this thing!
Ew. Like, again, the good parts for Zac Efron and Dave Franco, but other than that, I'm like...
oh god. Transformers 4, Age of Extinction. I went to go see it with Paul, because I, like, it was... Okay. It sucked, but it was still better than 2 and 3. It still sucked, okay? It was like I had said to people, I'm like, I enjoyed it like how I enjoyed the first one, you know? Like, it's but, like, I hated this 2 and 3. And also the fact that, like, I didn't hate it as much because the fact that, like, the main, like, people characters, like Mark Wahlberg and shit, like, he did something. It's not like I said in the review, it's not like Shia LaBeouf and stuff, where they're just freaking out and like, I don't know, I need someone to help me out to like, all that stuff. Like, he actually, like, decided, hey, I'm gonna help out these fucking robots and, you know, shoot at things and help you out, rather than just being, like, the damsel in distress kind of shit, you know? It still was horrible. Oh, I still haven't got a chance to see this movie, The Snowpiercer, with Chris Evans and stuff. I haven't got a chance.
It sounds rapey.
It's a little rapey. Well, then there's that movie you saw, Phil, Sharknado 2, the second one.
Listen.
And then that's what it was.
Exactly. It wasn't. They even themselves know it was a fucking joke, and that's it. So.
That's all it was. Yeah. Well, we didn't get to see this movie, but I wanted to see Lucy, just because, you know, everyone called it the unofficial Black Widow movie, you know.
I I heard the end. Somebody told me the ending. I was upset.
Okay, don't tell me. Alright, then there's Guardians of the Galaxy! Of course!
We didn't see it together either.
We didn't see it together, but I saw it with Paul and...
If it's not with me, it's with them.
Anyway, I saw it with them and it was hilarious. We had a good time. It was great. What?
It was a good movie.
I have to say it's probably I would have to say it is the best one of the year. Because of our list of things we saw, that's the best one of the year.
Yeah, I mean, like, we did see a lot.
We saw a lot of really bad ones. But yeah, definitely, like, it's funny, Guardians of the Galaxy, you have to say anything else. It's still everywhere, which is not, a bad thing. Oh yeah, I'm definitely glad I didn't see Ninja Turtles. Like, Paul was like, you don't want to see Ninja Turtles? I'm like, do you? He's like, no. I'm like, shut the fuck up then. You were okay to see Transformers.
Yeah,
And,
I've heard some really bad things.
yeah, sorry, but like, Ninja Turtles is way too much of our childhood that we didn't want to see that being fully raped in the face and all that shit. Oh yeah, so then Glee and I went to go see Dear White People, which I kind of called it Tumblr the movie. Because it was good. It was good because it makes the points from both sides, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, it's a good movie. It's definitely one of those things like, if you're not aware how...
If you're not a white person?
Yeah, if you're a white person, watch it so you can better understand things. But if you're also one of those, like, crazy social justice people, watch it as well. Just to, understand that sometimes... What?
Nothing. Which one?
Horns. So Daniel Radcliffe had, like, that crazy, like, freaking special effects makeup on where he looked like the devil and stuff. Oh, man, I wanted to go see that. Oh, ABC's of Death 2 came out. Well, that'll be another review. It'll be an hour-long video of me going through the alphabet again. Hopefully there's no more F is for fart. I was so mad that, like, X was the best one, and people probably didn't even get that far, We didn't get a chance to see Interstellar. We wanted to see it. Big Hero 6, we didn't get a chance to see that either. What else is there? Oh, then it comes to, like, Hunger Games. Mockingjay. Part 1.
That was good. It was better than the second one.
Yeah. And, like, believe me, if I didn't rewatch the movie literally the day before we went to go see it, I probably would have not known what the hell they were referencing. I'm like, why does she have that little fucking, like, ball bearing in her hand? Like, I don't get it, but now I do.
Oh, the pearl.
Yeah. Oh,
now that you said it, I remember it now. I'm like, okay.
Yeah. Oh, the third VHS movie came out. VHS, viral. Maybe it's not really about VHS, it's about digital now.
YouTube.
What? The tube?
Call it YouTube.
YouTube, oh god. And then after that, I think, yeah, it was The Hobbit.
Oh, I forgot we saw that. It was good.
Legolas and his parkour. That part got ridiculous. We were fucking laughing during that whole thing.
That movie was good. Everyone asked me, oh my god, how was the movie? I'm like, it was
Double jump! Double jump! Yeah, there were people who were like, oh, why did all the good-looking ones die? And I was like, Legolas and his dad are still alive. What are you talking about?
His dad
was fabulous.
Dad.
Yeah, his dad, Legolas, he was friggin' Ronin in
he looks like he's related to the Malfoy.
Right? But he's so pretty with that majestic lace front.
The way he was like whipping it and shit.
Yeah.
Aerography.
Yeah, that was that was totally dragged. You know what I mean? Like, after that, we want to see Into the Woods. We never. Oh, you saw the interview. You saw the interview.
I did. I turned it off and just gave up because some of the jokes were a little crazy and over the top. And me, I don't get offended, but it was kind of just like that's so unnecessary. And then halfway through, I'm like, this is why people hate us. It's because of stupid shit like that. I'm like, you couldn't even make up half of it. You had to use real people and about killing someone else. And then, like, someone at my job brought it up to me. If someone else was to make a movie about killing Obama, then that's serious because it's a fucking threat and this, that, whatever.
That's true. But we're American. It's fine. And we can,
right.
Be Americans and don't take away... What?
Yeah, no. You're right.
Yeah.
It's just bullshit. And then I saw Single Moms Club.
I don't even think this was I didn't even see it on the list. Was it released this year? Like, Oh God, it did come out this year. How was that?
It wasn't bad. The message was cute. You know, it was good, but it wasn't one of those that's like, oh, you gotta see. It was like, oh, okay, something to do.
So,
Okay.
so was Tyler Perry in there? Oh, Hallelujah.
Nope.
Oh, he actually wasn't in his own movie for once. Okay, that was movies that we saw in 2014. Um, there's gonna be a bunch of movies we'll love to see this coming year. Jurassic World.
Okay, I don't have high hopes for it.
I just want to see Chris Pratt with his like group, his band of raptors that are his like who fight alongside of him. Because why not?
What else? Oh, Star Wars.
Star Wars, but
Okay, so I guess this is the year of ruining a franchise.
this is the year.
So this is my thing though with Star Wars, and I meant to mention this to you earlier. It's just like, all right, people were anticipating the last three
Oh my-
prequels because they had nothing else to live up to. Now it's just like we know what you can do and we don't want it.
Yeah, now it's like don't fuck with us. Yeah. Let's see what else is coming out. Oh, can't believe I forgot Age of Ultron. Yeah.
Oh,
Duh.
the comments on that we already know what that's.
Wait,
gonna
yeah,
be.
we're like, what's about?
They've already done it 4 times over, so
They already know. They got everyone's money already. You don't
Right.
even know that part of your bank account's already taken out.
They did so well that they didn't care about Thor 2.
Yeah, I don't even own that one, so let's just say.
Well, oh, you forgot Taken 3.
Oh yeah, took in some more. Apparently I saw in the trailer, like Liam Neeson's like, they killed your mother, now they're coming for us, and it's like, oh, they're not really taking anyone, it's a killing. That's what it is.
Right, that's what I'm saying though. I'm like, okay, the first one, okay, and then I'm like, oh, they made a second one? Alright. I'm like, another one? Like, can we not?
Even Liam Neeson even said, he's like, I don't think there's gonna be a Taken 3 because, like, what? He's like, that's bad parenting, yada yada.
And my thing is this, it was the whole Famke Janssen thing. I needed to pay a mortgage, so...
She's not in the third one, so I guess her mortgage is paid off, Unless she's getting paid because she has credit, so, in the movie.
The third what?
What? The third Taken.
Was she in the first two?
Right? That was her, right?
You see, I made that joke not knowing...
So I was like, wait a second!
I'm like, wait,
Hold on a second! Hold on!
is in it?
Hold on! I'm like, right? Zip it!
Oh.
Zippity boopate!
I didn't know that. Good to know.
Right? Or am I just lying to myself? No, I was right! Yeah, Famke Janssen's the mom! Okay!
I totally didn't know that. That was an accident. I did not think
That's
that
what I was like,
was
yeah! I was like, yeah, exactly, Phil! Because, she'll probably have credit.
I don't even know. I'm just like, oh, okay, alright.
Then I was like,
I didn't see the first two. My parents were like, oh my god, it was so good. I'm like, oh.
no, the first one was great, though. The first one was great. Because it made you think, like, oh, if, like, Jason Bourne was older and had, like, a family, he would still, like, go back and, like, elbow a bitch, Anyway. The Jungle Book? Wait, Idris Elba, Bill Murray, Ben Kingsley, and Scarlett Johansson? When did this happen?
Is this a live action movie?
Yeah! Anyway, that's our best, worst 2014 slightly random predictions of this year's movie, blah, blah, blah. My glasses. Anyway, fucking...
Yeah, honestly, this movie year was gonna be just like last year.
It's just stuff. It's like Marvel and then stuff. That's pretty much what it is every year. What's the next Marvel movie? Or movies,
Right.
But yeah, alright. Phil, is this chicken or duck?
Oh, no, yes. I'm like, alright, but that's chicken though? Oh, but your card. Alright, I'm looking at this. Oh, yeah. No. Never mind, just here, thank you.
My mom keeps sneezing every time we say chicken or duck. I hear her downstairs. I love when I told my mom that. I love how she was like, "What is it?"